Good morning.
Right, we're gonna go live. Okay. Okay, Ms. Underwood, let me get Mr. Rogers' paperwork. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Scott Allen Rogers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files. File number 21-20250FH, 21-20251FH, 21-20277FH, 22-20984FH, and 22-21010FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Rogers. This is the date and time scheduled for sentencing on a probation violation. Ms. Underwood, have you received a copy of the report?
We have, Your Honor.
Were you able to get in and meet with Mr. Rogers, or did you need to speak with him this morning?
Mr. Rogers and I discussed the report yesterday, Your Honor. Are we good, Mr. Rogers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Rogers, then you were able to review the probation violation report?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you were able to ask any questions you might have of Ms. Underwood?
I did ask her about the jail credit is actually 270 instead of 170. Other than that, no discrepancies.
Okay, all right, and so Miss Teskey, he's saying his jail credit should be 270.
Okay, well, I don't understand how. I put all of his dates in. What? How are you figuring 270?
Ma'am, for some reason, 41 that you gave me 41 days instead of 141.
Which docket are we talking? You got 5.
Oh, I see what's going on 21-20277FH. It shows that between October 7th of 22 to November 16th of 22, he had credit for 41 days.
Yeah,
And
that's only 41 days, Your Honor.
Right, but if you look, hold on, Mr. Rogers, hold on. The next 2 dockets, 22-20984 and 22-21010FH, those have 141.
Yeah, because he was arrested on those 5/29 of 22 instead of 10/7 of 22.
I was
That was
actually
on an
arrested.
that was on an initial arrest. The other one is a sentence.
Ms. Underwood, do you have any questions about that?
Well, I would hope, Your Honor, we could give Mr. Rogers the maximum number on all files, Your Honor. You know, it's the recommendation is six months, and I would hope we could give him the maximum.
Well, the credit on
credit.
this violation is only 10 days.
Right, but Ms.
That's
Underwood,
true.
I guess I would ask, does Mr. Rogers, Ms. Teskey, the recommendation is for 180 days and continued on probation?
Correct.
Okay,
Let me check.
it doesn't say continued, so I was just guessing.
Yes.
Okay. So, Ms. Underwood, even with him having a total credit of 170 or 164, he still has the ability to do 180 days.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers, you understand that, correct?
I do. I mean, I guess I'm just confused at how I have 270 days in on the top 3 files. I did, at the end of the day, that's the time I've got in, that's the time I've served. I'm not asking for anything that I haven't done, but I got
Oh.
the 40, the 141, the 106, you know, that's just the time I got on there. And other than that, I mean, you know, it's,
I don't
Your
show
Honor,
anything that indicates he has 270 days credit.
I do
I
have
don't
that.
have that, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I was,
Mr. Rogers, hold on 1 minute, because
okay,
I'm gonna have to verify this, because that's not what my paperwork says. So, Ms. Underwood, I don't have any way to resolve this right this moment, because there's a dispute about this, and we're gonna have to probably have it reviewed on the jail list.
Okay,
All right, because
So-
that's 100 days.
Mhm. I know.
So I can have Ms. Adams reach out to the jail and get a listing of his credit on each of the files, just to verify it for Mr. Rogers' benefit. So I'm just gonna set this over to Ms. Adams. Do I have room tomorrow?
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
All right, so Mr. Rogers, I'm gonna set this over to tomorrow morning at 8:15, okay?
yes, ma'am.
And then we will get an audit and have the information. Now, understand if you have different dates of arrest and different charges, and you will have different credit on each of the files. But so we will set this over to October 13th at 8:15, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll look into that today just so we can give you that information, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you.
Mr. Rogers, could you let them know I would like to see Mr. Powell next?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you. Yeah, they want to see Mr. Powell.
All right, are you Mr. Crawford?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Underwood, do you need a breakout room with Mr. Crawford?
Your
No,
Honor, I think the issue, as I understand it,
Oh, hold on, it was a yes or no, so hold on a second. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Frank Crawford, file number 22-21112 FH. And I'm gonna stop live stream real quick.